YouTube, what's going on? Bananas86. I'm going to give my predictions on the upcoming King of the Dot pay-per-view, Battle of the Bay 6. But I'm only going to focus on Day 2. Seems to be the battles I really care about. No offense to Day 1. Guys on Day 1 are good, but I'm really interested in Day 2. So let's start it off with the main event. Dizaster versus Verb. Now, personally, it's all going to boil down to how much Dizaster cares. I mean, if he just keeps coming with the freestyle, didn't write shit, then Verb can easily take this battle. But if Dizaster comes strongly, then yeah, I believe he has the possibility to overtake at least a 2-1 decision. But right now, just based on what I said, I think Verb has the advantage going into this battle. Charlie Clips versus Dirtbag Dan. I was not expecting this. Charlie Clips just battled Holohan, and I heard he did quite well. But the thing is, I think he's been taking on a lot of battles at once, and I just don't think his pen game will be on point against Dirtbag Dan. So, Charlie Clips, you're good. You're good. I just think Dirtbag Dan is going to show you up just because he hasn't had as many battles as you've had this year. But nothing against you. DNA versus Pass. Wow. To be quite honest, it can go either way. I'm leaning towards Pass, though, because his performances against Remedi and Bricks Belvedere were top-notch, powerful, and moderately rewatchable. And I know DNA just had a very, very nice performance against Sharon, but I just think, like I said, it can go either way. But I'm leaning towards Pass, because Pass has been on a killing spree. Alright, here. Big K versus Illmaculate. I've been hearing a lot of dudes on the rap forum saying that Illmaculate's lost it, because he's been taking a few L's in a row. I heard he lost against Archaic and Don't Flop, and of course, everybody knows how he did against Arsenal. So I guess due to that knowledge beforehand, you know, I actually think Immaculate can redeem himself. Because you know what? I'm still going to consider his battle against Bender as not only an upset, but just a very highly rewatchable, a lot of quotables, and I think Immaculate has a lot to prove. So, Big K, nothing against you, but I think Immaculate's going to style on you. Alright? Daylight versus Head Ice. Whew. I'm just really liking these matchups. This is really a styles clash. Head Ice has that, you know, that dad flow. You know, let me show you how to, I'm going to sun you type deal. I know his last battle against Pat Stay, very close. Some people say 2-1 in his favor. Some people say 2-1 Pat Stay. Daylight, though, I'm not really sure, because I know Daylight, he's got a battle at Summer Madness, and he's saying he's not really going to care. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be his mentality going into the Head Ice battle as well. So I'm going to lean it towards Head Ice, because Head Ice doesn't really do antics, and he's really about the bars. Even though those bars make one want to laugh and piss their pants. Yes, Head Ice. The Dead Man from SOS versus Chilla Jones. Wow. I think Chilla Jones had a battle against JC. He did alright. I'm going to lean towards Dead Man from SOS just because he's been having a lot of consistent performances. Has really good bars. But like I said, it can go either way. I'm not really familiar with Chilla Jones besides that one battle. So forgive me. Remedi versus Nestle. Whew. I've been becoming more and more of a Remedi fan ever since he battled QP and Pass, which is, like I said, very classic battle. And Remedi has a very, very top-notch pen game. And Nestle, I got nothing against you. I just think a lot of cats are a little shaky about how you took that W against Shoddy Horror. So because of that, I'm gonna have to lean it towards Remedi. But your pen game is good too. I'm not gonna lie about that. But I'm gonna give it to Remedi. Cortez versus Caustic. Oh, you know what? I think this could have happened in grind time. But you know what? Better late than never. I'm gonna lean towards Caustic. Just because I've just been more into what Caustic has to say. Caustic comes disrespectful. Like, really, really disrespectful. And I just don't think Cortez will have enough bars or enough, enough swag to overcome Caustic. So, I'll give it to Caustic. Lotta Zay versus KG the Poet. Both are very heavy on bars. Lotta Zay's been putting on some really great performances, but I'm going to lean it towards KG the Poet based on the strength of his battle against Daylight. I mean, he completely outshined him all 3 rounds. And KG is a problem. He is a problem. So I'm going to give it to KG the Poet. A-Class versus Tantrum. Asian versus Asian battle. I don't think I've seen... I haven't ever seen one of these in a while. A-Class and Tantrum. Tantrum kind of comes with that aggressive, and A-Class is not really as aggressive as Tantrum, but I think his bars pack a little more punch. So, like I said, this battle can go either way too. I'm going to say A-Class for the time being. I think A-Class is able to hold the crowd a lot better than Tantrum, because I hear the Tantrum at World Domination wasn't really able to hold the crowd. Well, and finally, John the Don versus Pete Boris, also known as Dizaster. This is really a no-brainer. I'm going to say Dizaster with easily. John was not able to overcome Caustic, so what really makes him think he can overcome the 2-time world rap champion? Yes, I'm a little bit biased. So yeah, and John, don't come up with any of that multiple choice stuff anymore, okay? Caustic already schooled you on that. Did it a whole lot better than you too. I'm pretty sure, and if John, if you do that, I'm pretty sure Pete is going to rebuttal it and disgrace you. So you need to come up with some top-notch bars if you want to go toe-to-toe with Dizaster. Alright? Now, with that being said, my Battle of the Bay Day 2 prediction comes to a close. If you have any disagreements or if you concur with me, you can comment below the video. Now, with that being said, I'm Bonanza86. You guys stay blessed.